It's Monday. It's the first day of teaching at Åsa, and I'm gonna start my day by doing the yoga in my room to just get into my body, and then I'm gonna head down to the studio and do the rest of my habits before teaching class. Get into my practice before teaching it. Yeah. First time this year, I got to do the full program, which feels nice. Now constantly trying to make that transition from the habits, putting into dance. I tend to lean into more like soulful music so that I can taking my time, no stress, and again making those connections, and then little by little I think further down the road to play more with house music when I do my habits. So it's already also making that connection to the music and the tempo. Oh, and also to play more with dynamics, so to push a bit more. I push my stamina in these habits, especially when I hit mid-level and floor. Build that up. Yesterday was a lot of fun to teach floor work for 2 hours to really give them an introduction to my approach to floor and also dance and movement, and then later to have had a theory class about floor work, which was also very insightful to then start a conversation about a topic like that. What ideas people have about floor work, and then to share my ideas, and then to have a conversation about where it can go to, what possibilities there are. I feel very inspired, and I needed this, especially after a low start energetically wise of the year. So this is good. This is needed. So today is Friday, and I haven't really reflected much during this week. First of all, I've had early mornings, getting up around 5:30, 6 in the morning, so that I would manage to do my full program before teaching class. It's been exhausting, but it's been working, but it does require to keep a discipline with going to bed and so on. But at least today I'm not teaching, but I was thinking of taking a class later while I'm here, but I'm gonna do my habits. I will try to give myself some rest this weekend, not necessarily by not doing a habit. Worst case scenario, I'll have a day off during the weekend to not feel that I need to get up that early, and then to just do the habit, a shorter version of it. So I've had Monday to Friday, today also, to do the full length, and then during the weekend to do a shorter version. So from Monday to Thursday, I was teaching every day. It was amazing. It's so much fun to share and to be able to invite people into your practice, and to, after you've taught a class, to have people come to you and appreciate not only what it is that you're sharing, but how you are sharing, how you might be able to make something accessible for people. Something that they might have been a bit distant to before, and then through the way you shared your information, or in this case how I shared my information, that it created a space for people to at least try, and then to feel that, oh, this was not that bad. So yeah, I really really enjoy teaching. Or I wouldn't really want to say teaching, but just sharing. I really enjoy sharing. Bringing in people to take part of what I find interesting and what I've experienced up until now, and then how I then translate that into my dancing and how it's shaped the way I look at dancing. Something that I'm very happy that I'm able to do. So it's been a beautiful week. The first opportunity this year to really try to get up early, at least Monday to Friday, because I've been saying that a lot, that I wanted to get up early to get my movement done in the morning and then have the rest of the day. And this was a week where that was possible. Obviously, being out here at Åsa, the school in the woods, I have the time and space because I'm in one location where I have nothing else to do apart from teaching and training. And then this week on Monday and Wednesday, I went to a session. The first one was a hip hop session, which was really nice, and to just exchange and to dance just really felt so good. And then on Wednesday, I had Mackie visiting me, one of my closest friends, my brother, my crewmate, and to have him around and to be able to exchange and cipher or to dance with him, session with him, exchanging in house, trying some floor, some acrobatics, because that's something he's very, very strong in. So to just have that back and forth and just sharing how we practice or how we also like to practice and the difference in our approach. Yeah, that's basically this week. Oh, and yesterday, Friday, I took a class from A-Train and Jörgen, Funky Fiddler. Yeah, I took a locking class, which was so much fun. Really had a good time. Yeah, that's been my week. It's been something out of the ordinary, something I wish every week was like. So going back home, it'll be the challenge to see how I can implement this. Creating the practice I want while balancing the enjoying life part also, because training and practicing is part of my life, but to also allow other things to not be too carried away with the ambition and the goals and the what I want to achieve, to have a motivation to want to do stuff and to be excited for things, but then to know that this is my guiding star that's giving me the direction that I'm walking towards, but at the same time to stop and enjoy the beauty of life. So it's this constant balance, but it's been an amazing week. I get to see the potential of what I want to do, and now to bring it back to the real world. That's gonna be the challenge. But I got a taste of it, so I know what it feels like. The people that don't know, being out here at Åsa it's its own dimension. There's nothing like it. I can only encourage people to visit, especially for dancers that wanna focus and spend time working on their craft. Åsa is a place where you can do that. Of course, you can do that in many other places and in different ways, but this is a place that really allows you to go into your practice. Wanting to do now is to approach my training as I would approach work. An example, Monday to Friday, I get up this early at the time that I would want. That is my working hours. So getting up early, getting the work done, and then during the weekend, or giving myself 1 or 2 days where I let the flow of time just carry me and I see where it goes. And I try to still get the work done, the habits, but it's less a structure and more okay, I got up and I start my day with yoga, and then I carry on, I do something else, and then now I have the time to do another part of my practice. I do that, and then And if I do the full session, then I do the full session, and then less of a structure. I'm thinking that I'm gonna go into reading because something that I mentioned, the different stages of practice. So we have in my case, the daily routines, and go deeper in without thinking of it as training, but just something that is happening. Then I have my dance training, physical training, reading. So the reading is something I'm gonna do, and picking books or literature that I believe will further take me into my practice. And something that I'm very much focusing on, that maybe by now is very clear, is the art of practice, the art of training, the how do we really go deeper into it than just simply doing, but understanding what might trigger us getting into a state of productivity, what kind of mindset will help you reach your goals, reading literature that will enhance my understanding of practice and training, and how I can get myself closer to an ideal version of myself. And I might, because out here in the woods, while the sunlight is out, take a walk. Just really allow my mind to get some ease.